proper business and no mistake to wed a member of nobility. My marriage is a clear warning to all those of farming stock who want to rise above themselves and marry into a noble family, as I have done. Not that there's anything wrong with the nobility in itself. Fine institution. Only it's got so many unfortunate aspects. It's a good thing not to rise against it. Thank you. Not that I've become all too knowledgeable on this subject. It's my own cost. And know how the nobility treat the likes of us when they receive us into the families. They hardly marry themselves to us as persons at all. It's only our money they marry. I would have done much better, rich as I am, to find a match in good and decent yeomen stock, and to take a wife who considers herself to be my social superior, who takes umbrage at having to bear my name, and thinks that with all my money I still haven't paid out enough to deserve the rank of husband. Oh, George Dandin, my old fellow, it's the stupidest thing in the world that you've done. Your own house has lost its charm for you. Whenever you go home, you find some cause or other for complaint. What on earth has that chap been up to in my house?
Idiot! That man's staring at me.
He doesn't know me.
He looks suspicious about something.
Oh, well, he doesn't seem keen to say hello.
I'm afraid he might go around saying that he saw me come out of here. Yes.
Good day.
Your servant?
You're not from these parts, are you?
No, I only came here for tomorrow's fair.
Am I right in thinking you just come from out of here?
Shh.
What?
Quiet.
What's the matter?
Not a word. You mustn't say that you saw me come out of here.
Why not?
It's about because.
Because what?
Lower your voice. I'm afraid we may be overheard.
Not here.
It's because I've been speaking to the mistress of the house on behalf of a certain gentleman who is courting her. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because I've been told not to be seen, and I beg you specially not to say that you've seen me.
Of course, I shan't.
I'm very keen on keeping this affair secret, as I've been asked.
Quite right.
They say... Oh! They say that the husband is very jealous and doesn't like people flirting with his wife. And he'd make no end of a fuss if this affair ever came to his ears. Do you understand?
Indeed.
He mustn't know anything at all about it.
Certainly.
Intention. Shh. The intention is to deceive him quietly. Do you catch my meaning?
Perfectly.
If you were to say that you saw me coming out of here, you'd ruin everything. Is that clear?
Very clear. By the way, what's the name of the person who sent you in there?
It's a person. It's a gentleman from my part of the country. Monsieur Clitandre.
Is that the young courtier who lives over there?
Yes, just beyond those trees.
So that's the reason why that fop with his fine manners has come to live on top of me. I thought I could smell trouble, and his being so close it already made me suspicious.
Oh, blow me if he isn't the best gentleman you've ever laid eyes on. He gave me 3 gold pieces just to go and tell the lady that he was in love with her, and that he was desirous of a conversation with her. I mean, it's hardly as if it's a great deal of effort involved for me. I mean, what's a hard day's work for which I earn a mere 10 sous compared to that?
Well, did you pass on your message?
Oh, yes. I met someone called Claudine inside who understood immediately what I wanted and let me speak to her mistress.
Racing girl.
Oh, but that Claudine is very pretty. She took my fancy. She only needs to say the word and we'll be married.
But But what reply did the mistress of the house give to the fine gentleman?
Oh, she told me to say that, she... Oh, yeah, that she was much obliged for the love that he bears, but that he should be careful not to let it be seen because the husband is so suspicious. Oh, and that a scheme should be devised so they can have some time in each other's company.
What a hussy.
It's gonna be so funny because the husband won't suspect a thing. And he'll still be as jealous as he was before. Isn't that so?
Yes, indeed.
Goodbye now. Don't breathe a word of this to anyone.
Of course.
Keep mum so the husband doesn't find out. As for me, I'm gonna play the innocent. I'm a sly fellow and nobody can guess what I'm up to.
Well, George Dandin, my old friend. You see how your wife treats you. This is what comes of having wanted to marry above yourself. You're done down and beaten without being able to get your revenge. The gentry have got you in a straitjacket. Marrying someone from your own class at least leaves you free to look after your honor as a husband. And if a farmer's daughter had been up to such tricks, you would have been at liberty to settle the matter to your own satisfaction by giving her a sound beating. But you had to get involved with gentry. And you were tired of being master of your own house. I'm beside myself with fury. But I'd give myself a thrashing if I could. Think that she shamelessly entertained the advances of a fop? Oh, I didn't know she felt the same way about him. My heavens. I'll not let this chance slip away. I'll go at once and complain to her father and mother and make them witness to the distress and anger their daughter is causing me. As a wise precaution.
Calling me